Nation. We are coming to you live on the Impact Network, 1690 AM radio, WBON. We're also streaming live at www.rainbowpush.org, or you can follow us on Facebook Live, Twitter, Periscope, or Instagram. We welcome all of our viewers from all across the globe, to include our viewers in Africa, Australia, Canada, the Netherlands, Malaysia, Vietnam, India, Singapore, Croatia, Russia. We especially welcome our friends tuning in from our satellite cities of New York, Detroit, Washington, D.C., Atlanta, and Silicon Valley. As we continue celebrating Anniversary Month, today is Reunion Saturday. We have our Breadbasket family. We have our Rainbow Push family. We have our Push Excel family. And we have our Push. We are people united to serve humanity, and serving you is what we do. We thank you for tuning in this morning. We want to dedicate our broadcast this morning to the little warrior, Reverend Willie Taplin Barrow, who served this organization for many, many years. God rest her soul. We know she's smiling down from heaven, just giving us thanks for all that we continue to do in her tradition. We also are praying for the family of Dr. Joseph White. We want to wish a happy 99th birthday to Professor Timuel E. Black. Happy 91st birthday to our very own Push Choir member, Miss Lily Johnson. We also want to recognize with our Rainbow family that Hanukkah will be starting Tuesday, December 12th. So we want to say happy Hanukkah to all of our brothers and sisters. And we also want to remind you that we need volunteers. Please continue to volunteer with Rainbow Push. Thank you to Jules for donating the food and turkey that we'll give away on today. We have 200 bags of grocery and 200 turkeys that we will be sharing with our family today. Welcome to Rainbow Push. The push is on. The push is on. The push is on.
We shall overcome someday. Come on, let it ring out. Oh, we shall. Somebody say that we shall. Let it ring out that we shall. Oh, someday. Well, deep in my heart, oh, I believe that we shall overcome someday.
so appreciate their melodic voices. They're doing such a wonderful job. Now I would like to bring forward a young man who really needs no introduction. You've seen him around. He is really, really doing a wonderful job walking in his father's steps. He is our national spokesman. Won't you give a good, warm God welcome to our very own Jonathan L. Jackson.
Thank you, Miss Benita Parker, and I wish you all a very Merry Christmas. Briefly, I would like to share with you some of my thoughts, and we will deal with these in the weeks and months to come on this federal budget tax overhaul. This has been a very transformative piece of tax legislation. The taxes that have been put in place have huge winners and big losers. In short, the biggest winners are the corporations. When they say that we have the highest tax rate in the Organization of Economically Developed Countries at 39%, that is not altogether true. Because of tax loopholes, the effective rate is 24%. But taxes on corporations are going down effectively from 39% to 20%. The charities are going to be affected because of the deductibilities. Who are going to be the long-term persons to be hurt by this tax plan? The taxes on the corporations are permanent. The benefits to the middle class are temporary. Who is going to pay for this? The middle class in the long term. If you want to know how someone feels about you, let them start spending the money. What Mr. Trump has done has delivered for his base the uber wealthy, the richest in our country. What is it that we can do? We have to organize. We have to fight back. We must resist. Ladies and gentlemen, whose business is our freedom? It's our business. We have to wake our children up. We have to wake our spouses up. We have to put down some of the games and toys and stop the convenience and all of the entertainment. We have to get informed. We have to get involved. We're going to have a dynamic speaker today. But Dad, if I could just say one thing about what's going on in Alabama. When Mr. Roy Moore says that slavery had the family strong, woo-wee. I just wanted to say, during the time of slavery, and I hope you're looking at me in Alabama today, Mr. Moore, during the time of slavery, you could do what you did to 14-year-old girls. You can do what you did raping and molesting young children. Your family was strong, but you would have been a pedophile then as you're a pedophile now. These are the words of Jonathan L. Jackson. It's time that men stand up and look other men in the eye. We know each other, and you gotta call them out. And then for the evangelicals that say, well, Joseph was with Mary and she was a young child. You're sick in the head. In conclusion, we're going forward with the Rainbow Coalition. No matter what pervs there are in this country, young girls need to be protected. The last point I want to make is the next steps I want you to take. Make a commitment this Christmas. Make a commitment for this coming year. This is the season of change. God is not through with us yet. What's happening in Mississippi today? Look at what they're doing on the opening of the Civil Rights Museum in Mississippi. They are desecrating and dancing on our tombstones, our landmarks. They're doing things on the graves of our martyrs. This is the day, December 10th, that Reverend Martin Luther King accepted the Nobel Peace Prize. There's no irony, there's no coincidence that he would choose to go to Mississippi on the day of this honorable day for the Reverend Martin Luther King. So what are we gonna do? We're gonna stand up, fight back, raise your voices. I need some men to man up. We've got a man in town from Dallas, Texas, that's gonna give us a word. But a young man that I really admire, a young child, Mr. Rutherford Simmons, has the honor, the privilege, and he is prepared to introduce my father, the Reverend Jesse Jackson. Give Mr. Simmons a loving round of applause.
Hello, I am Rutherford Simmons, and I just want to say happy anniversary to Rainbow Push. And Matthew 5, verses 13 through 16 says, "You are the light of the world. A town built on a hill cannot be hidden, neither do they light a lamp and put it under a bowl, but they put it on a stand so it gives light to everyone in the house. In the same way, let your light shine before others, so that they may see your good deeds and worship the Father in heaven." Happy anniversary to Rainbow Push, and I just want to thank all the people who have helped this light thrive through the years. But I want to introduce someone very important to this. He founded this place, and he is really important. Now, please welcome the one and only Reverend Jesse L. Jackson, Sr.
Oh, I am somebody. Oh, I am. Ooh, I may be down but not destroyed. I may be empty but not void, 'cause I am somebody. Oh, I am, yeah. Somebody. Look at somebody and say, I am, yeah. Hey, I may be down but I'm not destroyed. I may be empty but not void, 'cause I am somebody. Oh, I am. Oh, I am. Yeah, I may be down but not destroyed. I may be empty but I'm not void, 'cause I am. Say it. Oh, I am, yeah. Oh, I am. Oh, I may be down and pushed away, but at the end of the day, I am somebody.
I am somebody. I am somebody. Respect me, protect me, never neglect me. I am somebody. Red and yellow, brown, black, and white. We're all precious in God's sight. Stop the violence. Save the children. Stop the war. Peace now. Stop the war. Peace now. Keep hope alive. Keep hope alive. I am somebody.
Oh, maybe down but not destroyed, empty but not void, but I am somebody. Oh, I am somebody. Oh, I am. Hey, maybe down but not destroyed, empty but not void, 'cause I am somebody.
Thank you too much today to my son, Jonathan Big Hand, to Jonathan Jackson. To our reunion choir, good to find your reunion choir today. Today and next Saturday with our special guest next, that will be the Williams brothers from Mississippi. We'll also give away 250 baskets of groceries on next Saturday, and the next Saturday, Reverend Otis Moss III will be our special guest preacher from Trinity, and so it's a week of a month of work and celebration. I want to express my sincere thanks to all of you for your support during this season. I have been diagnosed with Parkinson's, and I thank you for your prayers and for your care, for your love, for your cards, for your calls. But there are those I met during this season who have brain injuries, dementia, and some Alzheimer's, and some cancer. And they don't have health insurance. Their backs are against the wall. It does not make sense to be starting wars around the world and letting people die when they can still be alive. So I want to express my thanks to you. I've been spending lots of time between Chicago and Northwestern and Mayo and doing the medical regimen and the physical regimen and the prayers and the faith. There are four things we need: medicine, exercise, prayers, and faith. Give the Lord another big round of applause. I want to express my thanks to Benita and Jeanette and John Mitchell, members of our staff. Just a couple of observations I wanted before I bring on our special guest artist today. This coming